Most businesses don't fail because of a bad product. They fail because they can't attract customers. And what's the number one mistake? They're trying to sell something people don't even know they need. 80% of businesses fail within the first 5 years, not because of a bad idea, it's because they fail to market their product or service the correct way. Here are the top 3 mistakes entrepreneurs make. Number 1, forcing your solution onto the market. Many entrepreneurs believe that their idea is revolutionary because they can't find an example of it in the marketplace. Let me tell you something. Today, I feel, in my own opinion, this is more of a red flag than anything else. There are so many opportunities, there is so much content and information in the world. If you don't find examples of this, I think that's actually more of a problem. I think it's better to do research and find examples of people having success offering whatever your product or service is, and then study their methods and identify gaps or put your own special spin on it to make it unique. Mistake number 2 is solving a problem people don't know they have. An example of this is having to sell a product that requires a lot of education for the customer to even understand they need it. Here's an example. Let's say we want to sell bottled water. How much easier would it be to sell during a marathon race to runners as opposed to some random stranger walking on the sidewalk telling them that they need to hydrate? Mistake number 3 is they don't have a repeatable process to bring in new customers. If you don't have a repeatable process for bringing in new customers, you just have an expensive hobby. In your business, your product and service has to be exceptional, but it is not the most important process in your business. Bringing in new customers is the number one way to guarantee success that your business will stay in business over the long term. Now that we've talked about the mistakes, let's start talking about solutions. It's a very simple formula for your success. Step number 1 is you have to understand your target audience better than they do. When I ask entrepreneurs who their target audience is, they typically respond with, well, everybody. Well, let me tell you something. That is the number one way to fail. Step number 2 is sell what the market wants. Find demand and then create supply, not the other way around. Step number 3 is build a profitable and repeatable process for acquiring new customers. Marketing isn't just about creating ads, it's about building a machine that consistently brings in new customers. Okay, so this all sounds good, but how do we do this? Well, I've got an amazing prompt that I'm going to share with you right now. Let's head over to my computer and break it down. All right, here's the prompt. Obviously, we want to start with context, whatever AI model we're going to use. So assume the role of a market research analyst. Your mission, craft a thorough buyer avatar for, and you input your specific product, service, or niche right in here. And if you have, let's say you have a brick and mortar location, you can put in the location of this too. Well, I'll get to why that's important down the road. Representing the ideal dream buyer. This avatar will pinpoint the most probable customer, one who resonates with, values, and consistently chooses the product or service. And then it's going to break down the demographics, so age, gender, occupation, income, location, psychographics, describe their interests, attitudes, values, behavioral traits. They delve into their buying habits, brand inclinations, usage frequency, price concerns, brand loyalty, be specific. Next is pain points and needs. This is very important. It identifies the challenges the product or service addresses. What unmet needs does your product fill? Be specific. This is one of the most important aspects of this prompt. Next is the decision making. And this is what I feel the most important part of this entire prompt. You want to detail the purchase journey. So what influences their choices? How do they discover, evaluate, and select products and services? Be specific. The reason this is so important is this is where this process takes the guesswork of how you should be marketing and selling your product. Because now, when we get this information back from AI, we essentially get insight into the thoughts in their head. We're essentially able to read their mind. And let me tell you something, it's a lot easier to sell something when you can understand what your audience is thinking or what they want. Number 7, research. Where do they go to find information? What type of information helps them make a purchase decision? Okay, this tells you where you need to market. And this is so important because oftentimes when I'm talking with companies or entrepreneurs, they have an idea of what they want to do. They have an idea of what the product or service they want to offer. And then they have this idea of where they're going to market it. They're going to say, oh, well, I'm going to do Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to put it on YouTube, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel. The thing I never hear, and the correct answer is, well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel because that is the primary place where my audience hangs out. In all my years of doing this, I have never heard someone say that. And that's the beauty of this prompt, is it tells you where you should be putting your message to attract your dream avatar, your dream customers. This will also feature advertising. So what platforms will be most effective in advertising? Fears. What are their biggest fears? Dream outcome. What is the dream outcome? If you want to speak about your product as the benefits it delivers, you're going to get that information with the dream outcome information. Please give the avatar a name. And the final step here is your ultimate aim is to present a detailed, multifaceted dream buyer profile formatted in an article. This deep dive will guide marketing and sales efforts to allure, captivate, and retain such pivotal customers. Be specific. All right, now let's go ahead and I'm going to copy this, bring it over to ChatGPT, and show you live the response it creates. All right, I'm in ChatGPT here. I'm using 4.0, so it's basic model. I've got a temporary chat here because I don't want to train my memory on this. I'm going to paste in this, and you know what? I'm going to use my own business as an example here. And I'm going to say digital marketing agency in Antioch, Illinois. And that's all I have to change here. Let's see what it creates. Now, I will say, if you have a pro account and you can use O3 Mini High with deep research, absolutely do it. Even if you want to go just purchase it for the month and do this exercise for your research, I highly recommend it. I've been using it in my agency, and it is absolutely amazing at the type of information it gives. Let's take a look at the response, and I'm going to give you my feedback as to how you can apply this information for your own marketing efforts. Let's look at the introduction here. It says it's named my ideal customer, Sarah Thompson, and they are consistently seeking ways to establish a strong online presence, generate quality leads, and increase revenue. 100%. That's all my customers care about. Let's go down to demographics. Who is she? Here's the ages, gender, occupation, income, location. Okay, so they're saying to focus on a 25-mile radius. All right, now, I will say this type of information can be very useful if you're running ads, because any platform that you're on allows you to target your ideal audience with ads. And this can save you a lot of money by starting. If you don't have a lot of experience running ads, this is a great way to start your your focus for your ads. So I would start by setting a 25-mile radius if I was going to do Google Ads and just target that area. That will maximize my budget, as opposed to maybe doing, I think, well, I've got customers all over the place. Let me advertise this across the country. Well, if I have a $50 a day budget within a 25-mile radius, I guarantee you everybody that is relevant is going to see that ad. But if I stretch it out to the entire country, it's going to dilute my reach. So that's why this information is so important. You can also use this information for other marketing opportunities. You know, oftentimes there are a lot of choices to market your business. One way to narrow things down is if you have an opportunity to advertise, does it fall into any of these categories? Is it within the radius? Will it attract female buyers or male buyers? Or is the captive audience within this age group? Now let's check out number 2, psychographics. All right, the interests. So digital trends, business growth strategies, local networking, social media marketing. Okay, this can help on several fronts. Number 1, if I want to grow my business, if I want to attract more clients, then I need to create content relevant to these things. So if I have a blog, I can create a blog post about business growth strategies or do a post on LinkedIn about business growth strategies. I can go to local networking events because chances are people that are looking to grow their business will go to a networking event. Of course, social media for a digital marketing company should be on the list, so I completely agree with this. Let's look at attitudes. Slightly skeptical of marketing agencies due to past experiences. I don't know what the percentage is. It's definitely greater than 50, but the clients that I work with in my agency have typically been burned in the past by another agency. So that is something that I have to address whenever I'm trying to get a new customer or meeting a new prospect for the first time. Values right here. All my clients are concerned about getting a return for their investment. So this helps me in my presentations, in my marketing material to address this. This is something that is top of the mind for my ideal customer. Motivations. She wants to expand her customer base, enhance brand awareness, leverage online platforms, and drive consistent growth. What do I do there? These are the types of services that I offer that creates these results, that address her needs, her motivations. That's how you find something that people want and create a solution for it. Aspirations. She envisions her business becoming a well-recognized brand in Antioch and surrounding areas, generating steady leads and conversions, okay? You want to talk about the results you can get somebody, that's what you talk about. Lifestyle. Balances work and professional life, often busy, managing operations, networking, and looking for ways to improve efficiency without getting overwhelmed. That's why I offer done-for-you services. My clients are very busy running their businesses. They don't have the time or expertise or really the desire to do any marketing. They would rather hire somebody to get them results. Number 3, the behavioral traits. Let's look at their buying habits. Sarah prefers data-driven results over vague marketing promises, okay? If I'm a marketer, the only thing my customers care about is how I'm going to make them money. So that's what I try and get right to the point with and share that information right away. Looks for case studies, testimonials, and proven success stories. So, of course, these are things that I have to have as ammunition when I'm presenting, but it's also a process I have to have in my business to get testimonials. So there's 2 ways to look at this. It's also identifying opportunities to market your business, but it's also identifying things you need to have or processes you need to create in order to execute this successfully. Brand inclinations, they prefer local agencies. They really like to work with someone that they can meet with in person because, again, trust is a big thing in my industry. Usage frequency. So this is important for you to understand the types of services and how often you offer them. You get this information right here. Price concerns, of course, my clients just want a return for their money and they don't respond well to hidden fees or vague pricing models, okay? So again, this is more about process for your business. You want to be transparent. You want to communicate that, hey, you're never going to get a surprise bill from me. I'm always going to give you a proposal up front, or I'm always going to tell you what things are going to cost before I start. All right, number 4, pain points and needs. This is massive. This is so important. The pain points: poor online visibility. She struggles to rank in Google and lacks a strong social media presence. Okay, so these are the things that we touch on. We have to create systems and processes in order to fix this, right? Ineffective marketing spend has wasted money on marketing strategies that did not generate leads. Okay, well, if they're going to hire me, I should have a much better idea of how to do that. Time constraints, too busy managing operations, and so there's no time for DIY marketing. And that's something that I offer. We're going to do everything for you because we know you don't have the time or the expertise to do it yourself. Unreliable agencies and freelancers, has worked with marketers before, but experienced inconsistent results and a lack of communication. All right, you know how I've dealt with this? I meet with all my clients every month where I present what we've done over the last 30 days and the plan moving forward for the next 30 days. It allows me to connect with them and understand what's going on in their business and then make adjustments. And this has created a lot of trust with my clients, and it's typically why I have customers for so long and not these standard 3 months that a typical marketing agency has. Needs: a proven marketing agency that offers measurable ROI, clear data-backed marketing strategies tailored to their industry. I just present information. So I do a lot of research and then I present this to the client so that we're both on the same page. We both feel confident in what the process is moving forward. A transparent and collaborative marketing partner, a team that understands local market trends and can help outshine their competitors. So the way that I approach this is to bring research and data that they're not capable of doing, and I present that so then they can make decisions with more information and have a clear vision of how we're going to grow the business. All right, now this is where we're going to get to read their mind that's going to help us market our business successfully. And it's number 5, the decision-making process. How does Sarah choose a digital marketing agency? Number 1, the problem recognition. She notices a decline in leads or stagnant growth. Research, here it is. She searches Google, asks for referrals, and reads online reviews. All right, so number 1, it would be I have to have good SEO. Or I even run ads on Google. This has taken the guesswork out of it because I know this is the first place a business owner is going to go to look for a digital marketing agency. So trust is a big issue in this industry. So they're going to look for referrals or read online reviews. So again, it's important for me to get reviews from my customers and present that so that future ones can read those and feel confident in hiring me. Evaluation, it compares agencies, looks at case studies, and checks for pricing transparency. Consultation, prefers an initial discovery call to assess expertise and strategy. That would be a great call to action to have on the website for a free consultation so that we can discuss their needs and understand and maybe even collaborate on a solution. Ultimately, they make their decision based on the amount of return they expect to get working with me, and also the case studies and the testimonials, whether or not they resonate with them. Now, this last part here, what's influencing Sarah? This is where I get my ideas of the type of content I need to create. And this is huge because what often happens is businesses or entrepreneurs create content based on what they do or what the product does. And this gets back to forcing their message onto the market, and it doesn't resonate. That's why you're not growing. This right here is how you grow. You don't talk about what your product or service does. You feature testimonials, content marketing, and case studies that show the benefits or the results your product or service does. And this is the type of content that will resonate with your ideal customer audience. Number 6, research habits. This is where you determine where you market your business and the type of content that you create in order to grow your business. So Google search is very important. YouTube and webinars, okay? It's the reason why I started a YouTube channel. Networking events, social media, business podcasts, and blogs. At the end of the day, Sarah makes data-driven decisions and she's not looking for a pitch online. Unfortunately, this is how most companies are marketing themselves. It's like a pitch. No one goes online to be pitched. They want to do research. They want to connect with a business that understands them and that will address their problems or their pain points. Number 7, advertising, where to reach Sarah. When I talk to entrepreneurs, this is a point where they're usually overwhelmed. They don't have the experience or the knowledge to know where they should actually start advertising. So this breaks it down for you. So Google Ads and SEO, because if we saw in the previous section, in their sort of decision-making process, they're going to go to Google search to look for a local digital marketing company. Next would be Facebook and Instagram ads, LinkedIn ads, email marketing, and retargeting ads. If you want to start running ads, this will help remove some of that anxiety. I would start with the first or second item listed here as a starting point. Number 8, the fears. What is holding Sarah back? The fear of wasting money, the fear of being misled, the fear of losing time, the fear of being left in the dark. These are all things that I need to address right away. And this will build trust and credibility. And when you do that, it gives the prospect confidence. And when a prospect has confidence, they become a customer. The dream outcome. What does Sarah ultimately want? More leads and sales, brand authority, automated marketing, and long-term partnership. I completely agree with this. Every one of my customers wants this. All right, so in my final thoughts here with this exercise is this is so important. This has created amazing results, not only for my agency, but also for my clients. When we've created this, it's taken the guesswork out of how to grow our customers' business. If you would like a copy of this prompt, head over to my school community. It's AI Marketing Mastery. It's for content creators and entrepreneurs who want to grow their brands. It's a free community, and I share marketing and AI tools to help you grow your brand. I have this prompt available for you. You just literally have to copy and paste. I've done all the work for you. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you'd like help finding the perfect niche for your business or your YouTube channel, check out this video. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.